things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gators will put total leather and will get started. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off a defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
They go to the ground. On the move at the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They think there's room to run to the right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
Finds him out of the backfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The Gators offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fouls through the defense. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for a crease. It's Witherspoon. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Gets it out fast. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Wood. Rushes on him. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Just drives it between the uprights. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, and making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Makes the grab. It's Clement. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. To catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off-play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Wood. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Gator!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the tailback. Across the 45. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to him again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try the run. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Might as well give it to him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it. And it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely
and he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Take it off the board and back it up. We will wipe the touchdown. It's a draw. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season. Points when this guy jogs on the field.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give on the inside. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on second down. Wants to throw. It's Wood. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They go to the draw. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
From the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Gators will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Ben.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
To the ground with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs and are known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down. But
nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39. Well, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, that didn't work, okay?
What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Wideout trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to pound their way in. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to throw. It's Wood. Got his man on the right. At the 35, he's got room. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Gators are in the hurry-up. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Gators back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Wood. Got it set up on the outside. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely perfect. They pulled a little closer, now down 20-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Wood. Pucks it out of the air. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Wood. Caught in the backfield, it's Witherspoon. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Here's a heat. That's caught. It's Witherspoon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football and trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Texas offense. Leaves it with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Wood. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They feed him again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Clement. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Give to the running back. Got the first down, looking for more. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go, it'll be 4th down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that one. They were all back in coverage expecting pass, and here's the running back. He breaks through the line of scrimmage, and they just didn't rally fast enough to the football, and they make the tackle short of the 1st down marker, but there's a good chance they're going to be staying on the field here on 4th down.
The Longhorns are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll leave it with him. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Now they're going to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face 3rd down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, running back on the move. Turning it on! Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
The offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Here comes the offense on second down.
325.
He'll pull it on the read. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Wood. Looking deep down the right side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified. Breaks into the open. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He leaves it with the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Wide open downfield. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Here's the handoff. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
To the air on first down. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got the first down and still on his feet. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield, it's Wood. Throws to the wideout. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Fakes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. A strike downfield. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point.
Touchdown, Florida! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Troy has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The sure hands. It's Clement. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.